Hello again, Kidstown. Welcome back to another Bible story time. Turn with me to Joshua chapter 6 as we read about the Battle of Jericho. Our blood runs bold, taken from Joshua chapter 6 from the perspective of Joshua. I stood at the bottom of the giant wall and craned my neck to see the top. The people around me had lots to say about Jericho. Those walls are too big to knock down. Those gates are shut tight. There's no way in. Those Jericho warriors are mean and strong. By all accounts, we didn't have a chance. Defeating Jericho seemed impossible. But still, the people of Jericho were afraid of us. They knew what I knew. God was on our side. In spite of the odds, God gave me courage. While the king of Jericho and his people hid behind their mighty wall, my people and I simply followed God's instructions, even if what God told us to do was really strange. We silently marched around the town once a day for 6 days. On the 7th day, everyone marched around the town 7 times. When we stopped, our priests blew their horns as loud as they could, and then everyone shouted as loud as they could. The great walls of Jericho shook, cracked, and thundered to the ground. Our enemy was defeated. We didn't win the battle with stronger men or sharper swords. We won with courage, God-given courage. As promised, God spared Rahab and her family, and she lives with us to this day. But as for the rest of Jericho, it was nothing but a pile of rubble. Courage isn't an easy thing. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense, but it's a must whenever you're facing a situation that seems impossible. There was no logical way for us to defeat Jericho. We didn't fight with hammers or battering rams or swords. We went to battle with one thing: courage. Of course, our courage came from God. In the end, it was our voices that caused the walls to crash down. God has given each of us a voice to tell others about God's love, and a voice to speak words that lift up and honor God. In what way can you use your voice to bring a message of God's love to the world around you? Do you have the courage to tell others about God? I promise you, God will be with you just as He was with me.